All right, we are live, and I know it's probably nobody in there right now, but um, I don't know. Just figured why not? Let's just hang out for a little bit, I guess. If anybody wants to hang out,
You should
um,
you should you should leave it up. Don't delete it.
you think so?
Unless you say something really shitty, then delete it.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of just figured, just do a live stream and then delete it because I don't know. There's really no point to it. It's just kind of something that. It's just whatever. Anyway.
Wasn't there something you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, jeez, what are you doing?
My foot hit the desk.
That's because the desk is backwards.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why is it like that?
Because we put it back like that.
Oh. Hold on a second. I'm trying to. And if anybody wants to see the camera, we're not putting the camera on. I can't tell if anyone's asking or not. I have no idea. So.
We don't even know if anyone is there.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Getting the YouTube link.
Why? I just retweeted it. It's there. I'm pretty sure, unless you send out a Hangouts link.
No.
Well, you better say something.
Well, I wanted to, I guess, clarify on some things about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I think one, she's going to be a representative of New York. There's no doubt about that, because she's running in a place that's very Democrat. So she has a very easy path to win. The Republican has hardly any shot. So there's that. And I think this whole thing about her saying that Ben Shapiro asking her to debate and all the catcalling thing, it's not a big deal. I don't care. Do whatever you want. If she doesn't want to debate him, whatever. If she doesn't feel that it's within, if it's going to make anything beneficial to her, then why would she do it? I mean, what's the gain for her? And why is Ben Shapiro going to debate her? Why is he going to? Why? Why not debate someone who's capable of actually, saying a coherent sentence?
So basically, you're insulting her intelligence. How dare you?
Well, no. I mean, it's like why Ben Shapiro is going after someone who I guess he more or less thinks or is very confident that he knows he can beat someone in a debate. So why would you do that? Why don't you go someone?
Low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, that's true. But why don't you go after someone that that can probably argue your thoughts?
Did you hear about that thing where she was trying to get someone else to debate her or something like that?
But that was someone that is actually running for office.
That makes sense to me.
What's that?
Well, why would you? Or you'd want to debate people who are running for office, right?
Yeah.
Why would Ben Shapiro want to debate her when he's not running?
Well, yeah, that's a point too about that.
Yeah, what is the point?
Yeah, what's the whole thing about that?
Just to make her look bad, but she already makes herself look bad.
Well, when you go on CNN and you can't even talk about Nancy Pelosi, right? Then something's going on. I think this desk. I think if we had the microphone on the other side instead of this bar being right here, it'd be
I thought for some reason that it was, but I guess we put it on the wrong side.
Yeah, that's all right. It's no big deal. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically my thoughts on that. But I also think that well, I mean, she's socialist. Okay, that's fine. If you're a Democratic socialist, that's great. But you gotta at least sound like you know what you're talking about when you're conveying those type of ideals and those points, instead of just saying I want free healthcare and free public housing. Okay, well,
Like how? raise taxes. Okay, and how's that going to work out?
At least when Bernie Sanders talks about it, he actually kind of sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Alexandra just sounds like someone who's just being, oh, socialism sounds cool. I'm going to talk about that, even though I don't know what I'm talking about. So that's basically, I don't know, like, I don't know anything about her in terms of why.
The first time I heard about her was when I think it was Dave Smith was like trashing her. That was the first time.
Right. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. If anything, I mean, like with those healthcare debates or those debates that Ted Cruz and Bernie Sanders had, at least those two were debating and actually, more or less knew what they were talking about, not just some, I don't know what I'm talking about with Israel Palestine or whatever. I'm not an expert on that. Okay, well then why even mention it? So I don't know. Yeah, I'm just doing this random live stream. I don't know. I was kind of bored, so I was like, whatever. And plus, it's Friday. We're not doing anything tonight, so.
Well, we're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true.
We're gonna disappear forever.
But yeah, anyway, all the people who are on the chat right now, if you can go ahead and share this live stream, if you want other people to watch us and hear me talk about, I don't know what I'm talking about, but so yeah, I don't know if you guys heard or not, but I know Gavin McInnes, I believe I don't know if he's been permanently suspended, but I know he's off of Twitter and Proud Boys as well.
Everybody's getting suspended all the time now.
Yeah, and so some people were saying that Cernovich could be the next target, or possibly, I don't know who else. Let's see, Mike Cernovich.
Who else is really popular and not mainstream?
Well, I mean, they might go after Paul Joseph Watson because he's part of InfoWars.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's an interesting one. That I don't know. I don't even know. They
haven't banned like Alex Jones or anything. So.
No, Alex Jones is still on Twitter.
Yeah. So why would they go after Paul Joseph Watson now? They'd first get rid of him, right?
Yeah. They could probably do that. I wonder if they have. Hold on, I'm gonna look up. Hold on. Let me see. They have this guy on here. Probably not. Maybe they do. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. What was that thing about, like, Joe Rogan was next on the list? That would be ridiculous.
Oh, I don't know.
Gross. Come on.
That, no, that was an article that said that we should go after Joe Rogan because he's talking to, people they don't like.
Oh, my God. You're talking to someone I don't like?
I think it was,
I
believe it was Vox, but I'm not 100%.
I hate that argument. And then people are like, well, if you're talking to them, that must mean that you believe what?
Did that automatically come on with Twitter? I don't remember putting that on there.
Yeah, that's the one I retweeted.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't remember putting that on there. Anyway. So yeah, anyone in the chat, I think we're
hail the blue whale. I keep forgetting what that means.
I want to hail the blue wave. I think the blue wave is coming.
Yeah, right.
So I think in the midterms, Democrats are going to win, and it's going to make Donald Trump not going to be able to do anything in Congress.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You think the Democrats will win?
Yeah, he won't be able to do anything in terms of, well, he'll still be able to pass a military budget. And,
well, that's because everyone just agrees on that.
Right. So, yeah. So I think the blue wave is coming. And
what do you think is their talking? Like, what's their big thing? Everything that they've tried so far sounds.
Well, I think they have pretty good border suggestions, about abolishing ICE. But if they want to abolish ICE, they need to come up with a solution, or maybe a replacement, or some kind of solution in terms of what they're going to do. If they do abolish ICE, then what are they going to do in terms of border security? If they're not going to make a wall, then what are they going to do? They're just going to let people walk around. So they just want people to walk into the country?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, majority.
Like you seriously honestly believe that Democrats just want people
like
to
the people as
to roam free? That's it.
As the politicians or as the people?
No, as the actual people.
As the actual people, a lot of people don't really care about that until it directly affects them. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't know. I think that
I'm sure the people in I don't know, I guess the border states in Texas could see the effects of that if that ever happened.
Do you think maybe they would just allow the states to decide on that, or do you actually think the federal government would have everyone just follow their law?
You mean if the Democrats decided to randomly have open borders?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the states would end up taking it into their own hands because people are not going to agree with that. And then a civil war would break out or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Democrats are kind of in a. I mean, they do have some momentum in terms of, because I mean, whether some people want to admit it or not, they do have a lot of people on their side in terms of, you know, being anti-Trump. That's fine.
Yeah, people just blindly will vote for them too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I feel like their tactics are, if you're paying attention, then they're pretty bad.
Yeah, and I think that I think the Democrats, this is their best chance to do it, and I think, you know, I just think that the Democrats are this is like their one chance, I think, because if they don't do anything with them, even though I'm saying that I think the blue wave is coming, and I think Democrats will have a good shot at winning some seats in the midterm, and I think that the Democrats, well, not only because it's a historical thing where a lot of times when the sitting president, whatever the party,
it's always the opposite party.
Yeah, usually, but I mean, who knows? Maybe it's the opposite, but I think the blue wave is going to be is happening.
Well, I better keep an eye on them so I can make fun of them.
Yeah. So I want to ask some of the people in the chat, do you think that the Democrats have a good chance at winning the majority in Congress, or no? Because I don't know. I think they do have a good chance. I think I would say about a 70% chance that they win a lot of seats. What makes the Democrats push people towards the Republicans? What's making them go to the Republican side? And not just because they're stupid. You have to actually give reasons.
Actually speaking, without voter fraud, Democrats. Yeah.
What about the Republicans? Is there any evidence of Republican voter fraud?
I don't know. Do people look into that?
Well, it seems like a lot of times it's whenever that thing comes up, it's always Democrats. I don't know, maybe.
You know, this is off topic, but people are still getting mad about my tweet about catcalling is not sexual harassment. But I've decided I'm just going to ignore all the replies to that now. So people can get mad. Keep getting mad, people. I'm not going to listen to you anymore. That happens every time I say something like that.
Yeah, your one tweet was.
And then eventually you have to just mute it and be like, okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Well, I just think it's interesting how people are saying like that. This is like going back to the other thing we were talking about. They're saying like, oh, whatever her name is, that super fucking long name. What's her name? Alexandria
Ocasio-Cortez.
Yeah, she is saying that Ben Shapiro is like the request to debate or whatever is the same as sexual harassment. But then it's like, so catcalling is sexual harassment now, but during the Me Too movement, it was not considered on the same level. by the same people. I don't know. And I mean, obviously, I don't think it is.
I think catcalling is sexist.
Sexist or sexual harassment?
It's sexual harassment too.
Depends on what context though. If it's someone who's gonna follow you around on the street and like keep bothering you, then yeah, that could be sexual harassment if they're like saying very sexual things to you and like following you around. But if it's someone who just says like, you know, like, hey, beautiful, or something like that, or hey, beautiful, nice tits or something, I don't know, then I can't really consider that as on the same level as sexual harassment.
So what would sexual harassment be then?
That would be a repeated harassment. Like harassment would mean that you'd have to be harassing someone, not just a passing comment. Are you playing devil's advocate with me, or are you actually disagreeing with me?
No, I actually think that. Oh, hey, Mikey, what's up? I actually think that.
So if someone yelled, "Hey, beautiful," at me, so you'd think that was sexual harassment?
Yeah, I would.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Stop making that face. You're lying.
Hey, what's going on, Mikey? I know I said it already, but yeah.
Try to change the subject, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
So if they did that countless times, then like they said, hey, like, you know, what's up, beautiful? They kept talking to you. Would that be?
Well, if they followed you around and bother you, then I don't know if you can consider that sexual harassment unless it is sexual, but it is harassment then. Because then you can be like, okay, can you please leave me alone? And then they keep following you, and then it becomes harassment. You know?
Right.
And that's happened to me before. Some guy like at work a couple of years ago would follow me around the hallways and then follow me out into the parking lot and stuff, and it was creepy. So, and he would keep trying to talk to me, but it was like in a creepy way, you know? So.
Hey, Adam, what's going on?
Adam? Oh, hey. Most of the ones that are angry never have been catcalled.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one super fat girl, I forget what her name is, but she's like a fashion blogger somehow. She went into Times Square with a bikini on trying to get people to call her fat, you know, because she was trying to get a reaction. But then people started catcalling her and calling her beautiful and like, hey, turn your butt this way. Let me take a picture or something. And then she got upset because she's like, now they're catcalling me. I feel objectified.
What if a lady wanted to see what my butt looked like from?
I guess that would also. You mean like?
Would you consider that sexual harassment if a girl kept saying, "Hey, I want to look at your butt, dude"?
Yeah.
So what makes it different if a guy was saying to you, "Hey, beautiful"? Like, what's the difference?
Well, because he's not asking to see my butt.
But what if he was asking you to see your butt then? Would that be sexual harassment? Like, you know, you're walking.
If he was walking after me and asking that, then yeah. Now, if it was in passing and he was just like nice ass or whatever, then I would just feel like, okay, whatever, bye.
Nice ass. Why is it called catcalling?
I don't know. What does that mean? That women are cats? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that to me.
Well, you know, another word for, you know, a woman, a specific woman body part.
What, we're all pussies?
Yeah, pussies. You know. Sometimes when I tweet, like today, I was just kind of in a mood to, I guess, be contrarian. So I wanted to. That's why I was doing that.
I'm telling you, he gets in the mood to pick fights, but then he picks fights with his followers. Like, what kind of dumbass does that? No, go after people.
Yeah, I've had that happen a couple times, and I've had people unfollow me because of it. So.
And then you're like, let me do that again and see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, and men are dogs, right? They act like dogs, right? You gotta tell them where to poop, right?
You gotta take them out to pee.
Yeah.
You gotta take them out to run around for a while and then bring them back in.
Mm-hmm. And then when you're not home, the guy's like, "Where you're gonna feed me?" Or.
And then you come home and then they jump and lick you in the face.
Right. Cat house is an old word for brothel. Oh, okay.
So basically, yeah, women are cats.
What if someone asks you how that moof do?
I'd be like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh.
Mouth. Okay.
Mouth. How that mouth do?
How that mouth do?
How that
I feel
mouth
like
do?
what language are we speaking? Okay.
Hey, Gumby, what's going on?
You're gonna kill people. If they're wearing headphones, you're gonna kill people. Yeah, you're gonna have to delete this afterwards.
I don't know how people like. I know Bill Burr does it by himself and other people, but I don't know how people can podcast all by themselves. It's crazy. I could probably do it though, but
yeah, you talk to yourself all the time. You're good.
How does that mouth do that thing it does?
How does that mouth do that thing it does, woman?
Has anyone, you know, that racism watchdog? Has anyone seen that account actually tweet out something that you honestly thought was legitimately racist?
I think so, but I can't remember.
Like it wasn't like, you know, a Donald Trump tweet or something.
Well,
you know
what it was stupid? Did you see that one where he quoted like Ben Shapiro from saying that rap is not music, but it was like from 2014 or something.
Oh yeah, like he was digging through that Twitter feed and got
like, something. How does that have to do with race? It's rap.
Because I guess most.
So isn't that racial stereotyping? So that means that racism dog is racist. Well, I guess everyone knew that already, though.
What about Darius Rucker in country music?
I don't know who that is.
He's
like country music.
He's he was or he is, but he's the lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish, and then
I don't know what that is either.
Oh, okay.
This conversation is going really well.
Oh yeah,
especially when I don't know anything you're talking about.
That's kind of mostly our conversation. Is
it's only when you're talking about.
And then when I say something and she goes, I don't know what that is, and so it's just me getting annoyed. So
you get annoyed? No, I'm sad. Oh my god, really? Oh my god. Misha.
Oh, yeah, now you get to hear our cat be a bad cat.
So. No, you have to get her.
Just let her stay there.
What if she tries to jump? She's gonna die.
Well, that's her fault. She gotta learn. Wow. She gotta learn. You're gonna learn.
No, maybe she knows that she's going to the. So
for those who, because we're gonna delete this later. So for those who didn't, who weren't there at the beginning, I was talking about the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and the Ben Shapiro thing, and how I didn't think it was. I just thought it wasn't that big of a deal that she called it that, you know, the whole catcalling thing. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Some people said it was a big deal. Some people said it was stupid that she would compare it to that. And I'm like, okay, I get it, but I still don't think it's.
Well, did you say that you think catcalling is sexual harassment?
Yeah.
So you don't think that it's a big deal that she is debating?
I don't think. No, I don't think it's a sexual harassment. No, I don't.
Well, I'd like you to change your position on the sexual harassment. Yeah, I'd just like you to change your position. I'm not gonna persuade you or anything. I'm just telling you that you have to.
I do want to ask you, because I think you're with because we're talking about borders too.
Me?
Yeah, we're talking about.
Wait, who else is there?
Oh yeah, that's right. Like I'm talking to someone else in the room.
Oh my god, Misha, what the hell? Look, she doesn't even know how to get down.
She's probably like, how did I get up here?
I'm telling you, it's gonna be bad if she tries to get down herself. She's sitting on top of the cabinets. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a very bad spot to be.
Okay, so Riku is asking, so Shane, if that is your real name. No, my real name is actually Andrew.
No.
When does it turn into sexual harassment? When does it turn into sexual harassment?
But
the instant your mouth opens when you talk to a lady.
Okay, stop being. What's the word? You're just trying to disagree with me to make me mad.
But yeah, with the borders thing, because I know that, I don't know, some people think that because we were on Real's live stream, yesterday, and he was asking us about the border thing, and I guess he thinks we're ANCAPs or something. So he was
I mean, we're like wannabe ANCAPs, but we can't get there with the logic yet.
I need to read up on things because I like the libertarian idea, and it's funny because I see a lot of people say that libertarianism is a utopian idea, and I'm just like, well, how does that any different from a conservative or a liberal or progressive or a socialist? Aren't they all utopia ideas? Maybe, I don't know. Ocasio supporters like the victim card. It makes sense she did that. It's political strategy. Okay, and
that makes sense. Yeah.
What about that?
I don't understand why you feel so strongly about it, and you say you don't care, but you say you don't care, but then yet you get so defensive. So what's your problem, buddy?
I don't know. It's just funny to make people mad sometimes.
You're just wanting to make people mad, but you don't want to make people mad when it comes to people who you actually want to debate. So you're like Ben Shapiro. Oh my God, I just made a connection.
Yeah, I'm a secret Ben Shapiro fan.
Oh yeah, you just don't like Ben Shapiro because he defends Israel no matter what.
Well, yeah, he talks about, we need to get the facts, and the facts are our feeling. But when it comes to Israel, he never. I don't know. Maybe I'm just haven't heard enough about it. It was just a weird comparison to me, but I honestly couldn't care less. Yeah. And that's kind of why I was saying I didn't think it was that big of a deal, and everyone's tweeting like, "Oh my God, you said catcalling?" Everyone was basically tweeting about it. So I'm like, I'm gonna make a big deal out of it by saying I don't care.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make a big deal about it by putting my opinion on there, and now everyone's pissed off. Some people agree with me, but most people are like, well, I saw someone comment, they're like, well, my wife, every time her girlfriend has to walk to work, she has to go a different route so people don't catcall her. I'm like, wow,
right.
What a privilege.
Yeah. So this is kind of a random question, but how's the sound? Because we're using the new microphone, and I'm always that fascinated by how it sounds because this is by far the best sounding thing that we've got. So,
well, the headphone jack microphones were good, but you can't use them for live streams. So,
right.
You know that after the stream, you're gonna have to go climb up there and get her, right?
Yeah. Oh.
What do you mean, probably?
Just gonna go to bed.
No, we're just gonna leave her up there to die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about you, cat.
They're asking if you can burp.
No, I can't. Sorry. Women don't burp, We don't go to the bathroom or anything. Either.
She farts though.
What are you talking about? I don't fart.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Well, the room echoes because we're in a big room. So.
Yeah, our apartment is like a giant room. Well, okay, I don't know how to explain it. Never mind.
Well, the living room and the kitchen is basically one big room.
We need to get one of those wall separator things.
Yeah.
And more sound panels.
I thought about getting a Blue Yeti, but I decided not to. And I'm actually happy that I didn't get one.
Why?
Because I like this microphone.
Okay.
And she's far away because she's...
I'm sitting on the couch.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much right next to the microphone.
Why do I sound really...
Yeah, someone said you sound far away.
Well, I'm not that far away. Okay, ask us any question. And then, I guess, I don't know what else to do.
We could record in a walk-in closet, but then our streams are going to look kind of ridiculous.
Just be like, here's my wardrobe behind me.
Here's our clothes. So.
I wonder if there's a way to. I mean, I guess the only way would be sorry, I can't talk. If there was more furniture in here, it wouldn't echo as much, right?
Yeah. Remember, we want to get a wall divider.
Yeah.
For the room so that it won't echo as much. That's why we have the goals in our Patreon.
I don't think it echoes as much when we're live streaming with guests though, because we have the table in front of the couch.
Yeah,
right
now the table's right in front of the window, so I'm facing the window, and my voice is probably just bouncing, so that's probably why it sounds more echoey. I just didn't feel like moving the table.
Yeah.
Lazy, I guess.
We're both lazy. That's not good. She looks like she wants to get down, but she doesn't know how. Oh, now she just sat down.
Just laying down now.
She's gonna get in trouble after this.
So someone is actually asking a pretty good question in the chat. They're asking, what's your take on social media becoming utilities? And I'm not really 100% sure on what you mean by that. I don't know, it probably sounds stupid, but hold on. But I don't know. I can just remember when all this stuff was happening at first, and there wasn't really any of this banning thing or anything. Like, I don't know if it was a part of the, you could ban people, whoever. Maybe it was a part of it. I could be wrong, but it wasn't as prominent as it is now. Like, everybody wants to ban someone, mute and all this other stuff. It's ridiculous, I think. I don't know if this answers your question or not. It probably doesn't, but it just seems like now, with all these people being suspended or banned, Gavin McInnes just now. Who was the big one on Twitter? Well, Alex Jones, and InfoWars on Facebook and YouTube and all that. But even some libertarians like Scott Horton, Daniel McAdams, and Peter Van Buren, who Peter Van Buren used to be a State Department guy, and he got banned, permanently banned off of Twitter. I don't know if any of you know who he is, but he's been a guest on Scott Horton's show a lot, and he wrote the book called We Meant Well. So I look up that. Oh yeah, and Ricky Ball too. Yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to do a stream with him. And he had an emergency and canceled.
That would have been,
how are we gonna get a hold?
That would have been great if we did it with him, and then we got banned over. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, now how are we gonna get in contact with him? I mean, he has a Facebook, but it's not like he knows us on Facebook.
Right. But the reason that Scott Horton got suspended temporarily was because Peter Van Buren said and he was talking to some media guy, and his name was Jonathan Katz, and they were talking about, I guess Jonathan Katz was saying that all MAGA people are basically zombies, and not like because any other followers of people in the political world aren't zombies or whatever, but anyway. So Peter Van Buren said, well, I hope a MAGA guy bites your face off. Because they were talking about zombies, so I guess the zombie reference, whatever. And so he got suspended. And then Scott Horton quoted that and said, basically along the lines of saying, look at this boohoo little bitch complaining. And that's why he got permanently. He got temporarily suspended for, I believe, 24 or 48 hours or so. That's it. Because he called him a boohoo little bitch. And the guy crybaby to fucking mommy. And all that, so stupid. But he's tweeting again. It was kind of funny because he hadn't tweeted for 3 days, and I'm like, having a little tear in my eye.
Yeah, where are you gonna get all of your news from?
I know, right? Don't be asked to ask questions if you don't prepare. Okay.
Don't be asked
to ask questions if you don't prepare.
I'm confused. There's too many vowels or not vowels.
Okay,
I can't talk.
Okay, here's one. Should social media be allowed to be more free speech if they say up front that they lean more to the right or left? I mean, if you're going to be honest about it, then yeah, be honest about it. You know, it's like with MSNBC, we know where they come from with their politics. Fox News, we know where they come from. CNN, on the other hand, acts like, you know, always pretends that they're center or they're not biased, but obviously that's a fucking lie.
Oh, now I'm going to get up. That's going to annoy me.
You want to know something, though, about being asked questions? If you don't prepare, sometimes it's good to do that because, you know, you're not prepared. More natural, maybe. I don't know. So, and Davy Crocco apparently has 2 strikes. Most likely a third one. It's not good.
Well,
You're saying too much stuff, man. You're talking about too much stuff, and they don't like it. That's why. Freeform streams are better.
I don't know what that
I guess it maybe depends on what you're streaming about, because, you know, if you're streaming about stuff that you shouldn't be streaming about, like I don't know what topic would be like. If there was a live stream on a topic that you would just be like, I can't believe they're actually live streaming about this.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Are you drunk already?
No, I'm not drunk. We're drinking for the first time in a while. But we're drinking a beer, so it's like not that high in alcohol content.
Right.
Although now, since we've been kind of not eating any type of grains or refined sugar or refined carbs for a while, now like you get drunk way faster. So I'm probably like right now I need to stop myself from making bad decisions about trying to get my cat from the top of the freaking cabinets.
Any reason to not follow the nap? Well, I would probably say if someone's trying to, you know, physically harm you.
Well, that would be in the nap because it's like you aggress against people who have aggressed against you.
Right. Mm-hmm. Do people when they talk about you, do they think that you're always drinking or that you're always drunk?
Me?
Yeah.
Not really
People
anymore.
talk about you?
Well, I haven't like drank regularly in over a month now. So, but I used to drink every day, almost every day, for like 2 years. So, but I've broken that habit. Nice burp.
Well, I know. I think it was H3. Can't remember who it is. But they had I think it was him. I can't remember who it was, but
Who?
Some big name YouTuber where they had a stream about Alex Jones, and I think almost immediately after they posted it, it got removed because they
removed or demonetized.
I think it was completely removed.
I
believe so.
Good thing we censored her video.
I know that's the reason I'm gonna take that. Yeah, H3. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
So now just mentioning the guy's name on YouTube now, it's ridiculous. It's kind of funny that a lot of opinions nowadays are considered controversial.
Like basically anything I tweet.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's weird how like wanting a traditional family is now a controversial idea.
I think only online.
Well, I think that's the reason why a lot of people say if you just get off if you stay off the line for a while, like say like kind of like right now how Dave Rubin's taken off pretty much the entire August off.
Yeah.
Of social media. I bet when he comes.
Now she's trying to get.
I bet when Dave comes back, he's gonna be like, "Holy shit! All these people got banned. What?" Like he probably has no. I'm sure someone's giving him the news. Like, "Hey, have you seen?" Oh, she's gonna try to get down.
I think. Here, wait. Maybe we need to end the stream. because she's trying to get down and she doesn't know how to get down. And, yeah. Unless you need to go on. I don't know if people would wait for you to get the cat. But
Yeah.
she wants to get down.
If you had to pick to be fully Asian or white, what would you choose and why?
Oh, that's a good.
That's
question.
actually a good question.
That's a really good question. You can answer that first.
So I like to thank
don't
Voltron 512 for asking that question and for not making fun of our intelligence because we can't answer a question right.
What does that have to do with anything? Anyway, go ahead.
So I would probably say full Asian. And to be honest, I really don't know if I have a real answer for that. I guess just because I don't know. I just think I would look better as a full Asian than a full white guy. What do you think?
About you?
Yeah.
Or about myself?
Me.
I wonder if you'd be shorter. But Koreans are pretty tall, though.
Yeah, for Asians, yeah, I think they're more tall.
Yeah. So you think, but you said that culturally, I can't talk. Culturally, that you feel more white.
Yeah.
Which is weird to me. Okay.
Yeah, no, it is kind of weird because I guess because I've been around my white dad for my whole life, and
your white dad, huh?
My white dad, yeah,
How dare you?
I know, evil. But I don't know it, and plus I don't know. I think being here in America too, I think has kind of put that into perspective. But also at the same time, my dad's already pretty white anyway. Not just in the way he looks, but also how he acts. He's very conservative too, so it kind of rubbed onto me, I suppose. But what about you?
I would choose Asian also, just because I like the culture and the fashion there better.
Yeah,
and I kind of identify more as personality-wise. I identify more with Asians. Like I grew up around Asians. And all my friends were Asian or Hapa. So
yeah,
just naturally I fall more Asian than white.
Yeah, so we're just basically two Hapas who hate our white side.
Oh,
so.
Come on. Although I did have to basically force you to use chopsticks.
Yeah, using a fork is easier to eat than chopsticks.
No,
I'm saying.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
Forks are harder. And everybody makes fun of me when I use a fork because I can't hold it right.
Yeah, including me, and I laugh my ass off when you can't even. It's like, come on, man, salad, really?
No one told me until I was like 20 that I was holding the fork wrong, and by that time you can't change it because you're already.
No, you got to train yourself to.
People are like, "What are you, a baby?"
Yeah, you got to be able to eat use the fork right. Because let's say eat the fork.
You got to be able to eat the fork right.
Yeah, you gotta, I don't know. The way I eat is
You never think me talking about this on a live stream. Well, the way I eat it.
Yeah, the way I eat is. Well, you make fun of me too because, like, my first.
He eats Britishly. He eats very proper.
I have the fork in my left hand and the knife in my right hand, and I eat like that, or the spoon in my right hand.
That's because you're British.
Yeah.
Your British side is coming out.
Because I see some people they'll do that, like they'll use their left hand, like for steak, for example, they'll cut, but then they'll switch it to their right hand and eat it. And I'm like, are you serious?
Can you? Oh no! No! Don't do it! Oh my God! No! Wait! Okay, I'll sit here and talk. You get her.
All right.
So now I'm next to the microphone, so maybe you will be able to hear me better, but my cat is trying to jump off of the counter that's like 10 feet tall, so he's gonna go and pick her up. Because people say that cats have 9 lives or whatever and that they can jump from really far, but what happens if she falls and then breaks all of her bones like right before we're about to go on a trip? That'd be terrible. Oh my God, ASMR, Nico? Why do you think I can do ASMR? I feel really bad for people who can't experience ASMR. Like Shane doesn't experience ASMR at all.
Only with physical touch.
So, Yeah, only with physical touch, but not with voice. So that's too bad. Is she okay?
Mhm.
Let me go punish her now.
Hey, what is your problem, huh?
How do you not use a fork right? I know, right? That's every single time we eat. And
I'll take a picture and then you guys can make fun of me more. But it's the comfortable way to use a fork for me, okay? I've been doing it for more than 20 years and it works most of the time.
it's not good. It's
Although
very
eating a salad is a bitch. Like, how the fuck do you eat a salad with a fork?
bad. By eating a salad with a fork.
Chopsticks are way easier. I don't know what's your
God.
problem.
So stupid. Can you believe that I'm with a lady who can't use a fork right? Like what?
Why do you want to leave?
Yeah, I do.
Oh. Okay, you can get out now.
All right, see you guys. Kidding.
You know, if we ever broke up, then happy supremacy would be a wasted effort.
No, we don't use sporks.
You
It's
know,
probably easier for her though, because then she can scoop up the food.
No, I like doing it the Filipino way, where you have
Use your hands.
No,
Oh.
not that Filipino. No, the kind where you have the spoon in your which way? Left
Oh my
or right?
God. Okay, so let me let everyone know on this. So she was born, right? She was born in what year? What? Never mind. So you're okay. So let's see.
You don't know how old I am?
Okay.
Oh my God!
so-
I'm done.
So understand this. She's 26, right?
I'm not 26.
And she still has to look at her hands to figure out which one's left and right. So whenever I say we got to turn left, like we're driving because I don't know where I'm going, it's like we're turn left.
Know where they're going.
Like we're turn left, and she
You lived
goes.
here for more than a year.
Yeah, and she looks at her hands like. So.
I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, you use the spoon in your right hand and the fork in your left hand, and you can scoop up the food better. What?
Gosh, what the hell?
What did this stream turn into? I'm sorry, guys. Sorry that we're so boring.
Everyone's making fun of you.
Huh, what's different about that, huh?
They're making fun of you that you can't use a fork. And then
how's that any different from any other time?
And then Riku said someone is sleeping on the couch tonight. So yeah, I know Nico's gonna be sleeping on the couch.
What?
So yeah.
No, we never go to bed angry ever. No, I'm serious. Like if we have a fight, if we ever had like a bad fight, I'd be like, we're not sleeping until we resolve this. Like we're literally not going to sleep until we resolve this. I don't care how tired you are.
We've had those. Hey, night, baby. We've had a few of those. We've had a couple of times where mostly my fault, mostly because of me, because I'm stupid. But yeah.
Not very often though. We barely ever fight.
Riku, let me ask you a question. Are you subscribed to us right now?
Are you calling them out?
I am. I'm calling them out. Sorry, I'm deleting this later. No one's gonna watch this. He said, holy shit. Or she, I don't know. Holy shit, I might actually watch you guys. This is better than Springer. Well, I'm glad that we were able to give you some quality entertainment better than Jerry.
I never watched that show. That seems like it's before my time. I don't know. Although, when I was a teenager, I used to come home and watch Dr. Phil and Oprah. And that's where I learned all my life lessons.
Dr.
No, I'm just kidding.
Dr. Phil and Oprah.
Yeah.
I was about to say Dr. Oprah.
Dr. Oprah and Phil.
Yeah. Okay, so Riku is asking us that they are sub to us, so thank you very much. Appreciate that. We lost a sub.
No. Well, we don't have that many live streams scheduled for September, but we have lots of live streams scheduled for October because we're doing. Wait, am I allowed to say that yet? I don't think I'm allowed to say that yet, am I? No, wait, no, we tweeted about it, right? I can't remember.
I know a couple people were asking about that's because they're patrons already for our Patreon. That's why we kind of told them.
We're not going to tell them who is a guest, but we're having Hapa month where we're going to interview only Hapas. And we got a couple people who are more like, left wing and
Yeah.
not political and stuff like that. And then there's some who just are like straight out SJW-ish, if that's still a word. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, that one's gonna be pretty good. But
and in September we're gonna try to make more regular videos that don't suck. So.
Yeah, Hapa History Month. Yeah, basically.
Yep, we are officially naming October Hapa History Month.
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
So mark that on your calendar.
All right, sorry about that.
Sorry. Oh, I drank it all. Oops.
You are not convincing me to stay subbed. Good Hapas. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you're a libertarian, but you can still do whatever you want.
Yeah, you know that argument about libertarians is you can do whatever you want, and smoke all the weed you want, man. Just smoke weed, man.
I hate it when people ask me that. If I say something about me being against the drug war or something, then they're like, so you like to smoke weed? And I'm like, actually, I've never smoked weed in my life, but thanks for assuming.
I know, right? So many.
Or that argument that's like, if you're against the police, then I guess that you like why if you have nothing to hide, then why would you be against them?
Yeah. What do you think about those flags with the blue stripe?
I don't know. I don't know.
You guys should get Aaron Ra on live stream. He is married to an Asian woman.
Who dat?
We have quite a lot of people actually who are.
Who are what? Don't stop mid-sentence. What are you talking about?
No, we have a lot of people that we already have for the October.
Yeah, we still got spots.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my brother to interview because obviously he's a Hapa because my parents are still together and we have 3 kids. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to explain that.
What does pot have to do with what?
What does pot have to do with what?
No,
that's what I'm.
Well, let's say it have to do with that, but I'm not. I'm asking specifically what. I'm not sure. No, she's not. She's not a weed smoker.
Me?
Yeah.
Didn't I just say that?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
They said, Nicola, you seem like the type of person who smoke weed. No, you're completely off.
Nope. No, I used to be a drinker. Used to be like a month ago. Although I'm drinking right now, so I don't know if that counts. No, I've never done any type of drugs. I guess if you don't count alcohol, I've never done any type of drugs. Never smoked cigarettes. Nope. Yeah. And people have pressured me to before, like in school or back when I was in school, but never did.
Who is the most famous Hapa in the world?
What about that guy who plays Superman?
Oh, Dean Cain?
Yeah. He's pretty famous, right?
Yeah, he's pretty famous. I don't know if like the average person would know who that is, but
it's the same thing of there's a model named Rumi Neely, and she's half Japanese, half American. But she's super famous in the fashion community, but I don't know if anyone else would know who that is. So
right. Who else? What other Hapas are there?
Kristen Krug, she's pretty famous.
Oh yeah, Kristen, yeah. She was in that very, very lovely Chun-Li movie.
She was also in Smallville.
That's right. Superman connection. Mm-hmm. It's almost like if you're a Superman, you're bound to have a Hapa in there somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe
that Henry Golding guy in Crazy Rich Asians will be the next Superman.
Oh yeah, he's Hapa, and a lot of people were like mad about that because they're like, oh, you can't. Does that mean you can't cast full Asians as the hot guy?
Yeah, but they had full Asians in the rest of the cast.
Yeah, but they're saying like because he's supposed to be the hot guy or whatever, and then so they're saying like, so does that mean if you're full Asian you can't be a hot guy? And I'm like, what about the whole thing about K-pop and how everyone's obsessed with K-pop and they're all boys? I mean men. Sorry, men.
Well, Daniel Day Kim, who was on Lost, who played Jin, he's full Asian.
Yeah.
I
But
know
he's
he's not
not.
the- I know
he's
he's
not
not the
supposed to be a
lead, but-
sex symbol or whatever you
Yeah,
want
that's
to
true.
call it.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. Tiger Woods.
Well,
I guess that is.
isn't he's super mixed? So I don't know what percentage Asian he is, but he would be a Blasian, right?
Yeah.
Blasians are a good mix too.
I don't know. I think. I guess he would be the most famous one.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
But is he a Hapa? Is that still considered Hapa, or do you have to be part white?
I don't know. Because our Hoppas would think that, right?
Yeah,
Olivia
or-
Munn, is she Hoppa?
I think she is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, let me look that up.
I think she is. Yeah, I know about slow mode on the chat. The only reason why I haven't done that is because I never mess with that. I never mess with the chat thing unless I absolutely need to. And I would say about 85 to 90. Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd say about 85 to 90% of the time, there aren't a lot of chat people, but also, I don't know. We just never have a problem with the chat, so I've never messed with it because
Yeah, the only time we had a really extremely fast chat was when we did the live stream with Owen Benjamin.
Mhm.
There was like 70 people in there. That was crazy.
Yeah, and the chat went fine. Nobody
Well,
said
nobody
anything.
was being like bad or anything, but it was just going really fast.
Yeah.
But most of our streams, even like if we forget to promote it, then it's like not too many people. But even if we did promote it, it wouldn't be more than 20 people
Right.
at this level anyway. So
I think that wasn't that the most watched one at that one particular at that time.
at the actual live time, yeah, the Owen Benjamin one was that just happened to be lucky for us because we knew him before he got quote unquote like super famous, you know.
Right.
Because we had met him a couple of times before then, so he already knew who we were.
Right. But the Red Pill Chick one is actually our most watched live stream.
And the reason for that is because she made a controversial she made a controversial tweet. And then all these people were like, oh, you must be a guy, like pretending to be a girl. So then she kept linking our live stream, being like, see, here, I'm actually a girl. And then like a bunch of people ended up watching our live stream. So that actually helped us a lot.
Did anyone, after they watched it, were they still not convinced?
No, they were like, oh man, you actually are a girl, but you still suck. That's what they kept saying.
Yeah, because they they got found out.
Yeah. They didn't
Oh,
have anything
shit.
else to say. They're like, okay, I guess you are a girl, but I don't know what else to say now.
Yeah, they basically were making all these accusations, and then
Or like you just have internalized misogyny. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
So a woman can't say those things. What are
No,
they being
only-
sexist?
Only men think those things, so obviously a woman can't say those things.
I don't know. And it's funny too because Red Pill Chick, I've seen her before, like what she actually looks like. So I won't say where but I've seen her before. Sometimes I like dead air because when you're listening to something, like there's that part of your head that goes, wait, did this turn off or something? Or what's going on? And then all of a sudden they start talking again. I don't know. Sometimes it makes me kind of laugh. So I like to do it sometimes just to do it.
You're talking about like long pauses, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know who does that a lot? Jim Florentine. It's so fucking annoying. That guy is annoying.
Yeah, so what you gotta do is you gotta go, go, oh yeah, you're gonna get some flowers. Wow, really? Some flowers?
If
Okay.
you don't stop, I'm gonna leave.
Please tell me she's hot. Depends on what your definition of hot is.
We're not allowed to say too much because we don't want to like.
I just said that I know what she looks like.
Yeah.
That's it. I didn't actually say where.
Yeah, be careful what you say. She'll come back from vacation and be like, fuck, guys, you doxed me.
Yeah, I saw her at Coming at you, red pill chick. I'm gonna tell
I
everything.
think she's pretty.
Yeah.
She's a little bit taller than me. About the same body type, I would say. I can't say too much. Never mind. I won't say too much.
Of all the, because I'll probably, maybe I won't delete this. Maybe I'll just make this private. I'll probably just make this private. Maybe I'll put it on Patreon or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just put it on
I'll
Patreon.
think about
Can I
it.
have that? Are you done with that?
But of all the live streams that we've done so far, which one's your favorite, or one that you felt like you got the most out of?
I don't know. I can't even remember all of them right now.
You're right. I am actually red pill chick, so you're correct. Somehow, some way, I was able to do a live stream with myself.
If you were a red pill chick, then we probably wouldn't be together because some of the stuff that she says I don't agree with.
Right.
To the point where I wouldn't be in a relationship if the person expected me to be like that.
Right.
Which is funny because it's like people assume that I agree with everything that she says if I retweet her stuff or if I.
Dude, you guys have some like long Twitter conversations sometimes.
Yeah, she's the only person really who I DM back and forth, regularly. So, because I don't know, I guess she's like one of the people I can actually talk to who understands how I think about stuff. Like it's hard for me to talk to people in real life about that thing, because then I'll just be considered like a misogynist or something.
But yeah, about the live stream.
Huh?
The live stream that you feel you got the most out of the ones that we've done.
I don't remember all of them actually. We've had so many live streams I don't remember. Sorry.
That's kind of why in September we don't have a whole lot scheduled, because we're kind of sort of taking a little break from that, because we've been doing 2 every week and
sometimes 3.
Yeah, sometimes it gets kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy for the schedule because I'm like, okay, now I gotta as soon as I get home, I've got to cook dinner, then I gotta clean up, and then we have to set up for the live stream, and then
yeah. So I think September, because I kind of this is actually one of the things I wanted to talk about, but September is going to be kind of our like what are we going to do with the channel after, because October is going to be our Hoppa month, but then after that we don't have anything scheduled for November, so it's kind of going to be one of those,
Oh, we got trips scheduled in November.
Oh yeah, that's true. But
and then the holidays, so.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of going to slow down, obviously, because of the holidays. But I think it's just going to be one of those, we want to do more original videos. We're still going to do the what's happening, and we're still going to put, it's going to be every other week like it's been, that we've been doing.
Oh, you should talk about your podcast idea, though.
Oh, yeah. I want to do a podcast that's about 5, 10, 15 minutes. Just depends on the topic. But, yeah, it's about one topic. And
he's just gonna basically do his little rant, but he'll do it whenever he's in the moment. So he'll record his rant and then upload it so that it'll be passionate. Because sometimes when he holds it in and then waits until home to try to do it on a live stream or something, then he doesn't, or on a video, then it doesn't come out right. So
yeah, and some of them will be, I don't know, I guess on the road or whatever I'm going to call them, but also I'll do it on the microphone. Like if I can actually hold my thoughts and do it.
Well, I told you to just bring the small microphone with you.
Yeah.
And then it will sound the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's gonna call it. What are you gonna call it? Spaz rants.
Yeah, that was what you came up with, because it was like your spaz rants, because everyone calls me spaz apparently.
Yeah, because you go off on weird tangents about stuff and then you can't stop.
Right. Who agrees 100% with anyone? True. And get Amos back on. I don't know about that.
What the heck? We already have him scheduled twice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because we're going to talk about that carnivore diet.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to try it, but at the same time, right now, at this stage, I just want to have chocolate and all the other good stuff. So,
Yeah.
but in October we're gonna be serious.
But yeah, I'm gonna do I'm not sure when the podcast thing is gonna start.
It'll be whenever he gets passionate.
Yeah, whenever I decide to record something, I'll just put it on. I guess I'll just start putting it on YouTube.
You can put it on YouTube or SoundCloud or I don't know what the requirements are to get on iTunes.
I'm not sure. I'll have to look at all that stuff. I'll have to see because I haven't even looked at it in terms of what to do. But are your podcast rants going to be on this channel or separate? No, it's going to be on this channel.
But it'll be like on a different playlist.
Yeah, it'll be its own playlist. Because I keep telling Nicolette to do her own thing.
Nicolette.
Yeah, Nicolette.
Nicolette.
I don't know why. But do I say that when I say your name?
Yeah, you do.
Nicolette. How about Nico?
To say my own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to, but I'm just lazy, or I'm always in the kitchen. Okay, guys. Yeah, you don't know how long. Like I am in the kitchen all the time.
Yeah, she's doing her woman stuff,
Well, he's banned from doing the dishes because one time he broke a glass because he got mad.
Mm-hmm.
He got mad at the dishes, so he broke a glass.
Yeah, because the dishes weren't washing right.
So you're banned from doing the dishes. You're banned from cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now I'm always.
Oh, he cooks with butter. Doesn't cook with ghee.
Well, that wouldn't do well for me. I'd just get acne then.
Yeah. But yeah, that's an idea that I have. Like I said, I'm not sure when that's gonna start happening, but hopefully it'll happen soon. But yeah, with the what's happening videos, we're still gonna do those.
And we're gonna try to keep them under 10 minutes.
Yeah, try. That's a big.
Every time we're like, okay, it's gonna be under 10 minutes this time. And then we look at the footage and we're like, now we can't cut it down. And now it's
we got the last one under 10 minutes, which was good, but I'm not sure what the next one. I'm not sure, but so yeah, the way that it's been going is that last week was on YouTube, and then the next one's gonna be on for Patreon, and only patrons will be able to see it.
Yeah, the next one we're gonna record is probably gonna be.
It's a Patreon one.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like we're gonna record it when we come back from there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're gonna put a bunch of vlogs on Patreon too.
Yeah, so we're gonna try and put some good content for Patreon. But yeah, just to kind of let everyone know that the what's happening videos, they're $3 for the ones that are Patreon exclusive. And I'm just gonna say right now, if you don't have $3, then kill yourself.
Stop being like Kevin Brennan.
If you don't have $3, then kill yourself.
Yeah, and then Kevin Brennan gets mad when people cancel, and then he's like,
God,
"I hope
so
you die in a
funny.
house fire."
I'm sorry, I don't mean that, but it was just, whenever he gets mad, he gets mad at his own patrons because they're like, "You motherfuckers!" That
Well, it's like what type of people do you think you're gonna attract if you're gonna act like that?
yeah. Well, he has a lot of patrons, like a lot.
So he's rich.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much he's actually getting in total, but I would probably guess
It's funny. It's gonna be funny if everybody subscribes to him on Patreon and then cancels before the payment goes through.
The last minute, yeah. It's at least more than $1,000 though, for sure. Because I think he has more than 600. I could be way off, but
I don't know. But he's got kids and a wife, and this is like
I got a family.
Yeah, what are we gonna do when we have a kid?
463 patrons. I don't know. What are we gonna do when we have a kid?
I don't know. You're gonna be one of us is gonna be a stay-at-home parent and do vlogs with the kid.
Look at my kid.
It's a happa.
I'm gonna Pat and I are gonna be competing against each other. Look at my kid. It's cute. No, mine's cuter.
Oh my god, that would be great. Although you could be like, my kid's an actual happa. Your kid's a 3/4 Asian, 1/4 white.
Yeah, how dare you? Yeah, the dishes did have it coming. You're right. You're right, moderator.
What time is it?
It is 9:53. We're gonna watch that documentary.
Yeah, we should probably go now.
Okay. Yeah. So this was just some random stream. Gonna make this private after this is done.
Because of all the embarrassing moments of everyone making fun of me.
Yeah.
And my cat jumping on the counter. Speaking of that, what happened?
She's right there.
Oh, look, she's actually being a good cat.
She's
Good
tired.
job.
She's tired from all the jumping up into the.
You tired from all the crazy jumping on the counter, almost dying experiences? All right.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks again for joining us in this small little hangout.
Yeah, thanks for listening to us talk nonsense.
Yeah. I think we should do this more often. I don't know how.
No,
often,
next
though.
time we should do this, but then we should have like one of those questions. Because the last time we did this, we had like questions that we had to answer, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
So basically, just copy like what's her name? June and Skeptic. June and Skeptic have some really good like set question videos or whatever. So yeah, just do another one of those.
Yeah. So again, if you haven't subscribed to us, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also.
And also, how old are you?
I don't know. I'm 30 apparently. That's what they told me. But yeah, and if you like our content, then please donate to our Patreon for as little as $1.
What is this, an infomercial?
It is an infomercial now. And for
okay, I think we should just end it now. Okay, good night.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.